In the old days, people would call you a cougar hunter or something like that if you even thought about dating an older woman. It wasn't an insult, but it implied that you were doing something that was way out of the ordinary. Today, though, society has made a big adjustment to being more accepting of a man dating an older woman as a normal relationship. Maybe you're considering dating an older woman who's interested in you. Maybe you've got your eyes set on a lady that's a lot older than the women you normally date. Or maybe you're already dating an older woman and are looking for some help to know whether it's a good idea. Whichever category you fall into, this guide is written for you. Today, we're going to talk about the cons of dating an older woman. The goal here is to give you an unbiased look at both sides of this sort of relationship. Hopefully, this will help you decide whether dating an older woman is a good fit for you or if you should stick around your own age bracket. Many have described how being in love changes their lives and what it means for them, and indeed, these lovely descriptions make all of us think about it and make us ignore red flags and be willing to find our true love. If you are dating an older woman, before it reaches a painful, inevitable dead end, there are many red flags that can tell you that it's time to call quits. Keep an eye out on these red flags. Having different priorities in life. Naturally, as you date a woman who is older than you, the two of you would be at fairly different stages in your lives and careers. At that given point, chances are that they may be looking for something in this relationship that may not match your expectations. This isn't outright wrong, but if not taken care of, it can create some issues and a bucket of hurt for you in the long run. There's a constant imbalance in life. Owing to the different ages in the relationship, you ought to be more sensitive towards her problems and expect the same from her too. But if they aren't able to cope with the things in their life and keep trying to blame you for them, it's time to realize that it isn't your fault, and it's time to abandon ship. You and your peace of mind always come first. They keep pulling a disappearing act. While looking for a woman to be with, a man looks for a lady to love and protect, while in turn, the lady looks for security from the man. If the woman you are with is unavailable most of the time, especially when you need her, vanishes for long intervals, and then appears only when it is convenient for her, this could be a sign of clear disinterest and disrespect. Don't waste your time, my friend. Walk away. She constantly makes you beg for her attention. Sometimes, the woman that you are looking forward to being with ends up playing mind games with you just for the sake of it. This leaves you with the burden of having to seek her attention, be it to have a frank conversation or to cajole them. The obligation to keep things interesting solely lies on you, even if that comes at the cost of your mental health. This clearly shows that she's toying with you for her own entertainment. It's time to call it quits and save yourself. Pulling the cord on a relationship is never easy, but it's essential to understand that sometimes it's just the right thing to do in order to protect your interests and your mental health. Don't ignore a red flag and undermine your needs for anyone else. People are going to judge you. It's inevitable that some people are going to judge you for dating an older woman. A lot of people will just be happy for you that you found someone to make you feel special or have fun with. But there will be those people that believe age is much more than just a number. Sometimes they'll be vocal about it to you. Sometimes they'll just mutter to themselves in the shadows or talk about you two behind your back. Sometimes it will come from complete strangers who really shouldn't care about your business at all. And sometimes it might come from the people who are closest to you. A lot of this is going to depend on how much older the woman you are dating is, or more how much older she looks than you. If you look close in age, or actually fairly close, you probably won't hear much out of people at all. Anything under about 7 years difference is where we see people treating that as a completely normal relationship. When you start to get over the 7-year mark is where the grumblings from others usually start. You're at different life stages. It's no secret that the two of you are going to be at different stages in life. The key part about what makes an older woman is that they are older. This means that the things they're dealing with in their stage in life are going to be different than the ones you are dealing with. The bigger the gap in age, the more this will be true. For example, they may have different health concerns than you. The things a 30-year-old woman has to worry about are vastly different than a 20-year-old woman or a 40 or 50-year-old woman. The same goes for their job and finances. A 20-year-old woman might not care much about retirement funds, but a woman in her 40s is certainly worried about that. We could go on and on with examples, but here's what we're getting at. The point is that you might find yourself dealing with life situations well before you ever expected to be. You might have to grow up pretty quickly and end up dealing with life situations from your age bracket as well as from theirs. Older women may have some baggage. As we all progress through life, we accumulate baggage. Some of us have more baggage than others. You need to be willing to accept the fact that the older woman you are interested in may have some baggage. She might have kids, ex-husbands, or other relationship things that she's been through. Does this make her any less awesome? Not at all. While some people view baggage as a bad thing, we like to think that it helps to define who you are today. She would not be the same person you're interested in if she didn't go through the life experiences that she did. So, does that mean you have to accept her baggage? If you want to date an older woman, or any woman for that matter, you have to be willing to accept their baggage. This doesn't mean you have to suddenly become down to her kids or anything crazy like that. But it does mean that you need to accept who she is if her baggage is bearable to you. There may be issues if you want children. A woman's body is only able to have children for a certain period of her life. It's just how it is. If you're looking to have biological children with your partner, this could be an issue depending on how much older the woman is. A woman who is over 30 is slightly declining in childbearing abilities. There will be a lot of complications in having a child with an older woman, which may end up putting her health at risk. This is avoidable if you decide to go for a younger, fruitful woman. She may be looking for more than you can offer. We are 100% not trying to insult how awesome you are here. What we are saying, though, is that some older women love the idea of dating a younger man, but they still want the maturity and life experience that comes with a man or woman their own age. What this often looks like is a lot of great physical chemistry, but issues when it comes to conversations or anything that isn't an intimate interaction. If this happens, should you change who you are? Absolutely not. Remember, you're still young, and that's one of the greatest things about you. Abandon ship and replace. As you can see, dating an older woman is a decision that does require some thinking. It's up to you to decide if the pros outweigh the cons. We can't do that for you, as every single situation is completely different. If you are looking for specific advice about your situation, you can always navigate over to this channel where we will give you some help. Age is not just a number, so you do need to consider every con that I mentioned in this video before you move forward with a relationship with an older woman. Thank you for watching.